wealth, fame, power. Our hosts have none of that, but the creator of this manga and anime certainly does. And 4 North Americans decided to check it out. Join us as Rose and Thorn. Friends, be sure to check your Buggy Balls for lumps. Becky Hopkins.
To quote our friend Dalton, for all the events that have followed, I should have spit when instead I swallowed.
The hero of tomorrow.
Luffy's a friend to the animals. Yeah, when he's not clowning around.
I'm Buggy! And the media hunter.
Hey, it's the clown! Let's beat him!
Make their way through the One Piece anime. This is Tracing the Grand Line. Alright. Well, we're continuing this.
Well, before we start the actual episodes, I have a couple of things to address.
Yeah.
Because One Piece is chock full of characters, we're going to miss a few, so I'm going to address a couple that I missed last time.
Go ahead.
The first one's a lot easier. So, Isaac pointed out that in the 4Kids dub, Eric Stewart did do the narration, but he was not Gold Roger's voice. So I looked up who did voice him in the 4Kids dub. It's this guy who went by F.B. Owens, who did very little besides this. He voiced Gold Roger, another minor One Piece character we'll meet soon, Leatherhead and Traximus in the 2003 TMNT cartoon, and Heavy Duty in G.I. Joe Sigma 6. And that's really all he has on behind the voice actors, unless anyone remembers Funky Cops.
No.
Never heard of it.
It's another 4Kids dub show.
Yes, but I mean, no.
The 2003 Ninja Turtles, probably the least criticized 4Kids product.
Right?
Yeah.
It was actually
Well, either
not
that
terrible.
Either that or Ultimate Muscle.
Or Shaman King.
The
I
second
heard things about that.
The second character requires a much longer diatribe. See, you may have noticed that I didn't say who Makino's 4Kids actress was last time, because I didn't think we'd be looking her up. I tried to vamp, but, well, honestly, her actress has done a lot more than F.B. Owens ever did, no offense to F.B. Owens, so I figured I'd save it for now. Because Makino, along with a major One Piece character we'll meet in the next arc, was voiced in the 4Kids dub by Tara Sands, aka Tara Jane Sands, who is still working in dubs today. Her roles include, but are not limited to, Bugsy, Jasmine, Richie, and Bulbasaur from Pokemon, Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Anna Kyoyama from both Shaman King dubs, Gina Sage from Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, Masaru Daimon from Ultra Despair Girls, Biscuit Kruger from Hunter x Hunter, Curious from My Hero Academia, Miss Violet from Tiger and Bunny, Kirio Hikifune from Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, Kari from Digimon Adventure Tri, and Biyomon from the Digimon Adventure Reboot, Momo and Udahime from Jujutsu Kaisen, and of course, Manish Boy from JoJo Part 3.
Oh,
yes!
fun.
There. Now you see why...
Baby stand!
There. Now you see why I waited.
Yeah. So anything we want to talk about before we get into it?
I've got nothing to say besides that.
Fair enough. Let's do the One Piece fun fact of the day. Buggy was originally called Boogie, then Oda saw Nightmare Before Christmas and hastily changed it to Buggy.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yep. Let's get into it. Episode 5.
Buggy's a better name anyway.
Yes.
Which is pretty funny given something that happens in the Alabasta arc later.
Oh boy. Episode 5. A terrifying, mysterious power. Captain Buggy, the clown pirate.
4Kids title. The circus comes to town.
The circus is in town!
True. I mean, it's true, but they shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
We open on where we left last time. Luffy crashing into the ground and saving Nami inadvertently.
He saved her from the superhuman Domingos.
Terrible name.
Yeah.
Nami with the Reagan-esque Nat 20 bluff check.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the save, boss. We've never met.
Now, obviously, Nami's just using Luffy as a shield here, but it's pretty funny that she turned out to be right about becoming his navigator.
Yeah. So it turns out Nami's a thief who steals strictly from pirates, so naturally she'll be joining Luffy's crew in the future.
Yeah. Luffy has interesting taste in crewmates.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, absolutely not.
So Buggy here is played by Mike McFarland, who's been the voice of Master Roshi in Dragon Ball since 1995, as well as Ader, the best android in Dragon Ball, and Yajirobe. He was Otokawa from Odd Taxi, Mole Man in Escaflowne, a few characters in Yu Yu Hakusho, Goemon in Lupin III, Genta Kojima in Detective Conan, Jean Havoc in FMA, Haru Kawaguchi in Desert Punk, Sato in Higurashi, Jiro Yoshida Maya in School Rumble, Toma in D. Gray Man, Ankles in Oeda Rocket, Flat U Lance in Panty and Stocking, Teppei Sugo in Psycho-Pass, Makoto's dad in the Danganronpa anime, Nash in Street Fighter, Tailman and Ectoplasm in My Hero, Unmasked Ishiguro in Mob Psycho 100, Kaleak in Fire Emblem, Argo in Dr. Stone, Dread in Bofuri, Black the Brunette in Ranking of Kings, and E.G. Mine in Trigun Stampede. In Japanese, he's Shigeru Chiba, who was Greedo in Star Wars, Emperor Pilaf in Dragon Ball, Joker and Jocko from Fist of the North Star, Peter Venkman in The Real Ghostbusters, Lee in Dirty Pair, Specs in Dominion Tank Police, Checkers and Sasuke in Ranma, Garlic Jr. and Raditz in Dragon Ball Z, Count Diamond in Bastard, Kazuma Kuwabara in Yu Yu Hakusho, Beast in X-Men, Aoshima in Memories, Masao Koda in Detective Conan, Megatron in Beast Wars, Mayor Whoop Slap from the last set of episodes, Don Kanoji in Bleach, Sully in Uncharted, Kefka in Dissidia, Meizo Rodin in Gintama, Corset in Panty and Stocking, Discord in My Little Pony, Iggy in All-Star Battle, Sebastian in Overlord, Kira's dad in Part 4, Zenitsu's grandpa in Demon Slayer, Hojo in the FF7 remake, Yuji's grandpa and Jogo in Jujutsu Kaisen, Father Nebraska in Trigun Stampede, and the Merchant in Resident Evil 4 remake.
Damn.
3 things. 1, Bofuri's nuts. 2, yes, as we pointed out, Buggy, especially in the Funimation dub, Mike McFarland is really going for a Mark Hamill Joker performance.
It works.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Although, in the 4Kids dub, his voice actor himself wasn't that bad. He was David Wills, who was Nesbit from the Virtual World filler arc, SBO the Chameleon during the 4Kids era, another important One Piece character we'll meet later, Captain Falcon from the F-Zero anime, and of course, Chancellor Shepard and Tyranno Hasselberry from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Oh, sorry to say.
What was bad was the god-awful filter you'll hear in later episodes when he gets more angry. Yeah, for some reason when Buggy gets really angry, they choose to put this weird echo on his voice, and it sounds really bad. Like, when I watched this as a kid, it legitimately hurt my ears.
Ooh.
Oh, fun fact. In Cross Epoch, which was the One Piece Dragon Ball Z crossover, Buggy and Pilaf teamed up.
So it's just the Shigeru Chiba Power Hour?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
So this dumbass crew member makes the mistake of mentioning Buggy's nose. Go ahead.
Before that, I had a couple of notes before we cut over to Buggy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he punched off Luffy's hat. He's dead now.
Oh yeah.
Luffy punching the Buggy pirates in the face was censored in the 4Kids dub. I'm guessing because you see them bleeding from the mouth. See, even Luffy recognizes that she set him up. Nami, wanna team up with me? Luffy, lol, no. You can say one thing for Luffy, he's good at bouncing back. I'll show myself out.
Oh, you should have saved that one. Yeah, dude, don't mention his nose. That's a real nose, by the way.
Yeah. Buggy straight up doing the good feathers. Am I funny? Am I a clown? Am I a red-nosed goofball here to amuse you?
Which of course is from Goodfellas, you know.
Yeah,
of course. But it's us.
So,
Fair enough.
this scene of Buggy doing the force choke, 2 things about it. It actually kind of creates a plot hole later because we don't actually see his hand choking the guy. Makes him seem way more OP than he actually is.
It's visual shorthand. You can't show it right away.
Also, surprisingly, unchanged in the 4Kids dub, aside from making the dialogue less death imply-y.
Yeah, I like how they don't show what Buggy's power is right away. They hide it really well to the reveal. The song that plays when Nami and Luffy are talking in that one house sounds like Pizza Mozzarella.
I like how Nami says she only steals from people who deserve it, yet she's perfectly fine with raiding some people's house for food after they evacuated the town.
Yeah.
I guess they're not using it, but Luffy's right. She's kind of a hypocrite.
Yeah, you know.
So you're just a petty thief. Excuse you, I'm a thief and a squatter.
Everyone's left this town because of Captain Buggy. Oh, good. That's nothing.
I only like money and tangerines. Okay, Mr. Krabs.
This is gonna be like how Hajime is with oranges, isn't it?
Can other citruses just fuck off?
It makes more sense later.
At
Yeah,
least she's
tangerines are really important to her for story reasons.
at least she's eating some kind of fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta prevent scurvy, which also comes up later.
Wait, they actually address scurvy in One Piece?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I'm a navigator. Want to join me? No.
Please join my crew. My only other member gets lost going to the bathroom.
Luffy with the time-honored negotiation tactic of, please, I'll be your best friend.
Come on. It's really impressive considering our bathroom is the ocean. With the two guys walking outside looking for Nami. Frank, are we the same person? The same voice.
Yeah,
Luffy is unfortunately a dumbass.
we knew this.
He just lets Nami tie him up.
Manga was tied up on the outside. The anime does it on the inside.
Yeah, like they wait till they get to Buggy's camp.
Alright.
Oh dear, that one pirate's design. Yikes.
Yeah, Isaac already mentioned this to Rosen, but one of the more infamous changes that 4Kids made was that one of Buggy's pirates, who kind of looks like a minstrel clown with big lips, was turned from a black guy into a white guy.
I genuinely don't know which is the worst change.
See, I maintain that if they wanted to avoid him looking like a blackface caricature, why didn't they just change the color of his lips?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it was easier than redrawing the lips completely, but come on the face of it, that just sounds bad. 4Kids out here pulling a Michael Jackson.
There's no good option here.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, in the manga, he was also white.
Then what the fuck are we doing here?
So for once, 4Kids matched the manga.
Unintentionally. Oh, I hate that. I hate this whole thing. So Nami's plan is to turn Luffy in and steal the chart back when everyone's distracted. Not a bad plan, actually.
Weird timing for the bump noise when Luffy gets put in a cage.
That's a great laugh from Buggy. I love how it's like he occasionally snorts, breaking it.
Yeah. So, in that scene where we see Buggy's crew celebrating, 4Kids change quite a few things. First, they start the scene a bit later to cut past the guy who's apparently also made of rubber because he's chugging 7 bottles of wine at once.
Who here remembers the gentleman meme?
I do.
Just Homer smoking the 50 cigarettes at once.
Of course, they removed any other wine bottles, but dumbest of all to me is that guy with the sword in his mouth. They changed the sword to a long balloon, like the kind you make balloon animals out of.
I mean, that at least still fits the clown thing.
I guess, but sword swallowing is a time-honored tradition.
True.
Too sharp, may damage.
Yeah.
Kids are scared of pointy objects.
We had to ban lawn darts. It's bad out
Well, I
here.
mean, you don't want them to recreate it.
Yeah, true.
Where are kids gonna get a sword?
Obviously, they'll make up a sob story to the weapons dealer.
This is America. You know where. Don't say it. Wait,
No, it's easier to get a gun than a sword in America.
true.
Yeah.
My note for this was, let's celebrate! You three dance like the Peanuts kids! You drink 7 beers at once! Like, just the 3 dudes dancing at once. And I love how they reverse this shot.
Yeah.
I love Luffy's trying to steal some meat like it's a fucking Looney Tunes gag.
Yeah. It's so Luffy stretching his hand to get some meat off the table.
I want the meat.
So do I, but Zoro's not here yet.
And I guess he's got.
And Nami's preoccupied.
I guess the stretching has some limits, as we can see.
Being bi is awesome!
Yeah. Only downside is you can't make a decision for shit.
Right?
Especially if you're a bisexual switch. Hey.
Wait, I'm not allowed to make that joke anymore. I'm married. And as for why I'm making all the horny jokes, I'm married, not dead. Also, my wife is amazing.
Well, jokes on all y'all. I'm bi and poly.
There you go. You win.
Yay!
Yay!
Time for the Buggy Balls. Now witness the power of this fully armed and operational battle station. Yeah, those Buggy Balls are just the fucking guest star.
I have become Buggy, destroyer of worlds.
Well, destroyer of half a town, really.
Powerful as they are, I like how even Zoro does a double take at the name Buggy Balls, which, given what we'll see later, is pretty funny.
Yep.
It sounds so stupid, and yet they're powerful, so yes, they are actually scary.
Oh yeah, again, they decimated half a town.
Like, just imagine if Oppenheimer decided to name the atomic bomb a Buggy Ball.
Buggenheimer.
Oh, I want to see that, and it's so bad. You may have to do that, Becky.
Do I have to wait for the Oppenheimer movie to come out on video?
No, I meant just like a poster edit.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna have you do some thumbnail edits. I think I have one later on. I can't remember, but that's a good contender. Oh, hey Zoro. Hey. Nami's now realizing the dude she's trying to pull one over on is completely fucking nuts.
Buggy doing that. If you're so evil, eat this kitten test.
and Nami telling Luffy to shut up when he says that he's gonna be king of the pirates. Damn it, Nami! Being king of the pirates is my hyperfixation. Let me have this. Seriously though, is Luffy neurodivergent or is it just me?
I mean,
we see it all the time.
Yeah, like, he's demonstrated high levels of emotional intelligence. Like, people have written entire essays about how stupid is Luffy, really. But,
yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe I'm projecting a bit. I don't know.
Us?
Never.
On a lighter note, y'all, what bar is Buggy? Yes, we're doing it here, too.
Oh,
I just
shit.
hit my toe. Fuck. Buggy in this arc. Good.
You know what? Fuck it. Buggy is circus peanuts.
Bravo! Yeah, Buggy in this arc is wearing his traditional red and white striped shirt with some teal pants and an orange cape.
A green sash.
Yep. Eli, you got one?
I hate to steal one from Jeff, but the one he did last time is applicable here. He's a can of Red Bull.
Yeah. Isaac?
I have to side with Becky on this.
Fair enough.
Especially since I don't eat a lot of different candy like this.
That doesn't have to be candy. Like, what bar is a misnomer? But Aurora says a Toblerone. Where's that's wrong notes.
You don't deserve this giant Toblerone.
Phil says a peppermint. I say Jubler's Candy Crumble Melts, which we discovered last night, and I love the name Jubler's.
He's the only one allowed to make a joke about the name.
Yes, as I am Jewish. So is that guy who steals the matches, which I love the Buggy branded matches, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that hair or a hat?
I think it's a hat.
Oh no, he means the blue streamers from the hat. Yeah,
Little-
that's hair.
The little ball things, yeah.
Yeah, that's his hair.
Okay. We get to see Nami's hidden weapon, a bow staff. Nice.
She really likes that multiple section collapsible staff. That's basically what all of her weapons are going to be from now on.
In fairness, it's a cool trick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a weapon that 4Kids doesn't have to censor.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to censor her leg, which, why would you?
Which is weird because I guarantee kids watching the show are more likely to find a giant stick than they are some of the other weapons they censored.
Or God forbid if she had nunchucks.
They'd have to replace it with a grappling hook.
She just has that 3-piece nunchuck that Maki Zenin pulls out in Jujutsu Kaisen. Pirates took the life of a person very dear to me. I'll never be one of them. That'll probably be important later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though I only got as far as Syrup Village in my original watching of One Piece, I do know about Nami's backstory.
Oh, I know.
So.
I have to fake being dumb for the audience.
Fair enough. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah. Can we talk about Nami fucking being a boss and grabbing the fucking lit fuse?
Yeah, my note here is, holy shit, Nami, are you sure Buggy's the one with big balls?
My note for that bit was, damn, Nami, at least spit on your hands first. Shut up.
Nami with ovaries of platinum, my god.
Yeah.
By God, that's Roronoa Zoro's music!
Yay!
I would venture a guess that this scene alone is the reason that people ship Zoro and Nami. And to be fair, yeah, I can see it here.
I guess. I think I have other ideas for them.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the idea of Nami being a lesbian planted in my brain and it won't leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea.
That's where I was going. Yes. And now Nami realizes that Luffy and Zoro aren't the typical pirates. She's just able to no-sell those second-degree burns.
I actually did a double take when I realized that Zoro found them with no problems, but we kind of agreed that the buggy pirates led him to.
Yeah.
Actually, before we continue,
Yes.
there were like some unnamed pirates that were in the group.
You're gonna name them?
And so Nami thought there were the tightrope walking Funan brothers. They were the ones that she was directly attacking. And the acrobatic Fuas. They were the ones who attacked her directly.
Okay.
The tightrope brothers were the ones that Zoro met.
Alright, Zoro versus Buggy. Let's see how this goes. That was shockingly easy. But wait!
Can we just take a second to discuss the fact that Buggy let himself be chopped up and even appeared to collapse on the ground when Zoro sheathed his sword? Because, as we know, he is just like a samurai.
That's because I am a professional!
Yeah. And then when the other guy started laughing, I was like, you're laughing. Buggy's laying dead on the ground and you're laughing.
I have that exact note!
I am! And I'm tired of pretending that it's not funny! I am so glad Buggy's a major character, meaning I get to keep doing this voice.
Yeah.
It's really fun! You see, yeah, Buggy ate the chop fruit and now he can't be sliced. In case you pointed out, when he said that he can never be hit by the sword, you could stab him.
I mean, yeah, but as we've seen, he does the quick escape to get away.
Yeah, in fairness, she's only seen episode 5 out of this set. So.
Yeah.
You could probably do vertical slices.
Yeah, again,
okay, time... Oh, go ahead.
Well, he could split vertically, too.
Yeah.
And yeah, time for the inevitable. Me speculating on the most horny ways to use devil fruit powers.
We need to find some way to make a logo out of that. Maybe just you thinking of like a peach, but it's turned into like a devil fruit.
Huh? So my thought was, could Buggy detach his own dick and fuck himself?
Yes.
The answer is yes. Oda confirmed it in an SBS.
Can and have. I can split my nuts too. Yeah, my note says, I want to confirm he can split any body part.
Yes.
Thank you, Eiichiro Oda, for confirming our horniest fantasies.
But Zoro can still be gut stabbed. Shit.
Yeah. To no one's surprise, the stab wound that Buggy gives Zoro is censored. As in, they completely cut it out of the 4Kids version.
Yeah.
Even redrawing the hole in his sash where Buggy stabbed him.
I mean, I can't argue that one. It's a guy getting stabbed.
Which, because they didn't show it in the 4Kids version, and Buggy stabbed him from behind, it looks like Buggy could have stabbed his dagger where the sun don't shine, if you get my meaning.
1,000 years of death!
So, are we encouraging kids to stab people in the ass now?
I don't know. It's
not kids, but...
It's not surprising, but God help 4Kids if they ever got to the end of Thriller Bark. I don't know how they'd pull that one off.
God. I don't know how they did this, frankly. I know it's gonna get real bad. Let's see.
You know, I'm just stunned considering that over on Randome, we just finished an episode of Sailor Moon where a guy got fucking impaled through the chest with giant thorns, and Deke didn't even fucking touch that one.
In fairness, that guy was a diddler, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
I think that caption that pops up when Luffy's like, wow, he's really weird, is basically going hypocrite, or at least I assume it is, because I can't fucking read it!
No, it says Gum Gum or something like that. I remember this from the manga. But yeah, that was a cowardly move, you big nose! I can't do Luffy shouting yet. Luffy, you should not have said that.
Luffy's just that John Mulaney bit about how 8th graders will always find the exact thing you're sensitive
No!
about.
That's the one thing I'm sensitive about!
So, you want to guess how 4Kids handled that bit where Buggy throws his knife hand at Luffy?
A punch?
No. In the original anime, he catches it in his teeth and breaks the knife, but in the 4Kids dub, they cut past that by simply having the footage reverse, like Luffy was bouncing it back.
What?!
Something he cannot do with a knife.
No, yeah, because no one could do that because it's physically impossible!
They added the cartoon boing sound effect, I guess, to make it more plausible.
No! And why would he do that?! Oh, God, 4Kids. We have 100 more episodes of their bullshit.
It feels like they didn't need to censor that.
They didn't need to adapt this.
We shouldn't be encouraging kids to put knives in their mouths.
We shouldn't
When
be
is that ever gonna happen for kids?
Kids are stupid.
I don't think they're as stupid as 4Kids thinks they are.
No, they're not as stupid as 4Kids think they are, but they are stupid.
I think that they were just... this is something I was just thinking about earlier today. Again, I was talking about that surprising moment in Sailor Moon episode 24 that Deke did not even bother to censor. And I was also thinking about other, Saturday morning kids' cartoons and how much they could get away with, and I'm just wondering, was 4Kids just playing it way too safe with what they thought broadcast standards and practices
Good Lord, yes.
were going to object to? Or were they just generally harsher towards anime in general?
I think Good.
We know that the invisible guns thing was a network mandate because they left the gun uncensored in Dark Side of Dimensions.
Right.
So,
I have to imagine it was also probably some post 9/11 panic on America's part.
possibly.
Because 9/11 made everyone go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9/11 was bad.
But yeah, another silent Luffy and Zoro plan. Nami stunned. The plan? Flip the fucking cannon towards Buggy and light the fucker.
Yeah. Nami, this has nothing to do with pirates. These guys are just crazy, in a good way. And again, with Zoro reading what Luffy's about to do.
I can't believe this! Done it by my own balls! Hashtag testicles.
The fate of many a man.
I have no other notes for this episode. Y'all got
Well, okay.
My last note is just, everyone died. The end.
Well, my last note is in response to Luffy saying he's gonna kick Buggy's ass, and Buggy saying, "You kick my ass." And I'm just imagining Luffy trying to literally kick Buggy's ass, and Buggy detaches it, and Luffy stretches his leg to follow the ass.
Yeah. It's like I think we've referenced this before. It's like in Scrubs when JD would detach his head from his body.
No. Buggy detaches his ass and attacks Luffy with it. His ass kicks him.
My ass kicked you!
So yeah, everyone died until the next episode.
Oh,
They're all better.
I love this arc. Buggy's one of my favorites.
Yeah, this episode was pretty fun. It was a good intro to Nami, and Luffy got some really badass moments. Surprisingly, Zoro does the least here in this episode.
I feel like Zoro is like Saitama. You need to have him do as little as possible, but what he does is super effective.
Yeah, little Zoro goes a long way.
We'll get to that in a second.
Though there's nothing little about Zoro.
Yeah, I've seen those statues.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. We good to move on?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, episode 6. Desperate situation: Beast Tamer Moji versus Luffy. A Beast Tamer, not any specific kind that would be associated with the circus. Okay.
4Kids title: The Beast Breaker. For some reason, they changed his title from Beast Tamer Moji to Beast Breaker Moji, which
I don't get it, but that's kind of awesome.
I don't know about you, but to me that sounds more violent.
It does, yes.
Like you're breaking the animals just so they'll do what you say.
Yeah,
also, this episode holds the record for most animated pages, covering chapters 11 to 15, including the entirety of those in the middle. Basically, takes the last 5 pages of the last chapter, takes most of the ones from 12 to 14, and then 8 pages of chapter 15. Like, even later on, the most they would adapt was like 4 chapters, but this is like 5, and most of them are in their entirety.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is also even in the early years, too. At a certain point, most of the episodes are usually like 1 chapter an episode.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting for pacing.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, they cut out a bit of the explosion in the 4Kids dub, but nothing too bad.
The recap makes it look like Buggy fired the Buggy Ball at himself for the big nose crack.
Yeah.
How bad are you injured? How bad do you think?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you can't love Zoro after that scene where he lifts up the cage, clinging desperately to his captain despite the blood gushing from his side, so much so they used it in the title card, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, we can love Zoro! Because my note is,
I mean platonically, you horn dogs!
No!
No! He's an adult, and we are going to thirst!
Let me simp!
Becky and I are both distracted by how fucking hot Zoro is, and this caused us to go down a rabbit hole of, you know those, I'm obviously not going to ask Isaac to put these in because you can't, but those statues, those bootleg statues of anime characters with their cocks out. We went hunting for the Zoro one, and my god.
I was gonna say that's not the only hole you went down.
Right? It's
for the record, Zoro is 19 right now. In the time skip, he'll be 21.
Yeah, I checked. Don't worry. And Nami is 18. I had to double check for the both of them.
Yeah.
I'd say most characters become adults.
Yeah.
Later.
If not now, then in the time skip. But we're fine. Is the point. Nami, you want to help him? He's clearly opening new wounds.
Yeah.
Although Nami's whole world is being shattered. In fairness.
Yeah.
Captain, what just happened? War were declared!
Yeah, Buggy with the unironic, of course you realize this means war.
Buggy's Bugs!
Bugsy Bunny.
Bugsy Bunny, yeah. How did Buggy escape?
Good question. Next question.
Alright. This is Moji the Beast Tamer, unfortunately played by anti-vax lunatic Chuck Huber. So instead, let's talk about, Moji's Japanese VA, Shigenori Soya, who was Spencer in Thomas and Friends, Hudson in Gargoyles, Hades in God of War, Bob Miller in Go-Go 13, Roger Osnable in Gundam, and Bone Cruncher in the BFG.
Bone Cruncher.
Bone Cruncher is ready. Okay. Anyway, in the 4Kids dub, Moji is Tom Sarada again, who was also the voice of Shanks. Thankfully, he does not have the terrible accent here.
Zoro, please go get medical attention.
Man, if only Zoro could learn a sword technique that'd let him cut through steel. Maybe next saga.
Just put a band-aid on me. I'll be fine.
And yeah, he's collapsed. Hi, doggy.
Luffy's joyful doggy is everything.
Me every time I see a dog, even my own dogs.
I love Luffy rolling towards the dog.
And here we see Luffy in real time, both fucking around and finding out.
This is Shushu the dog, and I love him.
Yeah.
He is a good boy.
At least you would see it if you weren't watching the 4Kids dub, where they cut away from Shushu biting Luffy's face. That one I kind of get, even if it's not graphic.
Yeah, you don't want to encourage kids to fuck with dogs. Can we please get Zoro some medical attention? Nami gets Luffy the key to this cage as a reward for saving her earlier, and Shushu ate it. Oh man, I was hoping they'd recreate the jail cell scene from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, at least they're not. Well, at least they're not stuck for 15 minutes next to a Jack Sparrow animatronic.
True.
For those who don't know, when we went to Rosen and Casey's wedding in California and visited Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean was fucked up that day. And
Yes.
yeah. So we got stuck right next to the final scene of the Jack Sparrow animatronic, like, lazily singing along to the theme song and rambling and shit, and I was just like, my god, do I have a legit reason to hate him now, Stans?
You always did, but yeah.
Also, that is one ride that I'm glad I didn't get to go on.
Tell you what, we'll go on it next time and we won't get stuck.
Yeah, because aside from the getting stuck, it was great.
Yeah, it's a classic ride.
I mean, I've been on it at Disney World.
Oh, then yeah, you're
years ago.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'd say the California version's got more stuff to it.
Yeah, point is you've been on a version of it.
Yeah.
The image of Luffy strangling the dog with the bar stuck to his face is so cartoony that I can't even be offended. It's just hilarious. It's like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, Luffy doing the full on, why you little...
Like, it's so fucking over the top. I love it.
Speaking of not graphic, that scene was cut out of the 4Kids dub. Look, I get it. It's bad to choke dogs, but it's fucking funny. Lighten up.
It's a cartoon. It's a fucking cartoon.
If 4Kids did Tom and Jerry.
Man, they could show a lot of cartoon violence back in the 1940s.
Like 4Kids, Tom and Jerry, 5 seconds of nothing.
Lemonade, please.
Yes, please.
It's just that bad for The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Here comes Mayor Boodle, the head of what's left of this town.
His name is Boodle because he looks like a poodle. Ha ha.
Oh, is that why? I didn't even connect.
Oh.
That didn't connect with me.
It's still not as funny as Whoop Slap, though.
No, Whoop Slap is undefeated. He's played by Mark Stoddard, who was Juzo Megure in Detective Conan, Pierre Lorenzo in Gunslinger Girl, Monzo in Samurai 7, Seijiro Tagoshi in Speed Grapher, Takamichi Takahata in Negima, Yakushuji Tenzen in Basilisk, Goose Perkins in Bakano, Mono Walker in D. Greyman, Balthazar in Romeo and Juliet, Dr. Brief in DBZ Kai, Uncle Hota in Wolf Children, Bookman in Jormungand, Olba Maya in Devil is a Part-Timer, the Doctor who crushes young Deku's dreams in My Hero Academia, Kazuo Tengan in Danganronpa 3. Yes, that fucker Tengen. And
Yeah.
Keats Nokelben in Certain Scientific Railgun. Because for those who don't know, it's Railgun T.
In a rich man's gut!
I realize I never finished this one, but that's fine. In Japanese, he's played by Joji Yanami, who unfortunately died 2 years ago. He lived long, however, considering his earliest role was the doorknob in Alice in Wonderland. He was also...
Are we sure that a Japanese dub was done at the same time the movie was released, or?
No, it was probably after, but that's still incredibly impressive. Oh, actually, no, I checked. It was 1953.
Okay.
Because at least that's what it says on Behind the Voice Actors. Which,
Fair enough.
Speaking of, let me pull that back up so I can finish this because the man died. He deserves me to finish this. He was also Mr. Smee in Peter Pan, Dr. Isaac Gilmore in the original Cyborg 009, like it from the fucking 60s. A shit ton of characters in Ashita no Joe, Professor Yumi in Mazinger Z, Boyaki in Yatterman, Gandalf in the Bakshi Lord of the Rings, Master Roshi and Dr. Briefs in Dragon Ball, King Kai and Babidi in Dragon Ball Z, Grimsby the Seven Vaganyas guy in Little Mermaid, Jedi in Digimon, Totosai in Inuyasha, God Beaver in Dr. Dolittle 2, the Professor in Ape Escape, Fillmore in Cars, the Bull in Where the Wild Things Are, Karatenmon in Digimon Fusion.
Ooh, he was King Furry.
Oh, that was the last one, yeah. Apparently that was the last one. And he was Master in Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan the movie. That's why I cut it out there. I just never finished it. Continue.
In the 4Kids dub, Buddha was... Wait, this can't be right. This guy's still working. Yeah, in a weird tradition for 4Kids One Piece, the people with the most talent are usually the ones in minor roles like this one. In the 4Kids dub, Boodle was Michael Centurniclaus, who was Leonardo in the 2003 TMNT series, Mahad from the Millennium World arc of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dean Venture in the Venture Brothers, along with a lot of other roles from that show, a few other One Piece characters, Luffy and Noitora from Bleach, Zelos from Slayers, Kenji in Summer Wars, Origami Cyclone in Tiger and Bunny, Taki Tachibana from Your Name, and Oscar Dragonia from Tales of Berseria, along with many, many other roles because he's still working today.
Good for him.
Although personally, I know him best as Mikey Simon from Kappa Mikey.
Oh my god, really?
Really?
That's fucking amazing.
I see him. Oh, he was in Lou Over the Wall as Kai.
Oh, cool. Mayor Boodle's insisting that Zoro need a doctor. I agree. Zoro wants to sleep it off. What the fuck?
Zoro, do you really think you can sleep off anything?
Yes.
I got it. Anytime he wanted to find a doctor, he could never get to one in time, so he just slept.
I mean, yes, as a sleepy bitch myself, I relate, Zoro, but...
As someone pointed out, you do replenish your blood when you sleep, so...
Yeah, but the wounds are still open!
Yeah. He does get bandaged up later.
Okay, that's not too bad, then. It's bad, but it's not too bad. So the dog's name is Shushu. I think the dog's name should be Seymour. Because, yeah, this is just the Seymour Asses episode of Futurama.
Or more accurately, since this is a Japanese series, it's a Hachiko plot.
I've not seen Hachiko.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
This scene is beautiful.
So good.
I almost don't want to make a joke here because the parallels between Shushu and Luffy are pretty obvious. He's literally doggedly clinging onto an impossible dream, even if the odds are stacked against him, because it's his treasure. Although, let's not mince words here, the back of the shop must be so full of dog poop.
Oh, God. Oh, well, Boodle cleans it. Yeah, I don't really just... Fuck. What can you say about this scene? It's one of the most impactful in the early arcs of One Piece.
And at the time I was watching this, both my dogs were asleep and in a different room from me, so I couldn't go hug them.
I'm just imagining Mash going, "You traitor."
You mean Mob?
No, Mash.
Oh. Why?
That bit where he goes, "You traitor," with because he was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh. Fun fact, Choo-Choo is actually 12 years old at this point.
No.
That's pretty old for a dog.
Well, you know, not that.
The One Piece universe.
Well, and also he appears to be a small breed. Small dogs live longer.
Good.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna need you to cut in a clip from Make Some Noise, where it's Name That Dog, and Jacob Wysocki goes,
I'll be devastated in 7 years.
Well, okay, pugs are kind of the exception to the small dog rule. But,
yeah, as Jacob Wysocki put it, pugs have been GMO'd.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been fucked over by breeding.
Yep. So yeah, Choo-Choo is guarding the pet food shop as the owner was a friend of Boodle's, and that pet food owner is dead.
Yeah.
Oh. It was revealed in the grand data file for the art books. The owner's name is Hawker.
Huh.
He would have been voiced by Jerry Russell in the Funimation dub, and his Japanese VA is Yasuhiko Kawazu.
Thank you.
Kawazu.
I forgot to get that. Thank you. I will say this wasn't animated, so I can say it. We found out later in the time skip that they in fact rebuilt the pet food shop in the time skip.
Yep, and Shushu became the mascot.
It's one of those cover title arcs.
Yeah,
cover page arcs. Another reason to read the manga. The cover pages.
Yeah,
they're fun.
We made it to do like a little bonus segment at the end of one of these episodes to take a look at the cover pages.
And a lot of them provide important lore for later.
Yeah.
I would say only do that for the ones that weren't adapted.
Yeah, I'll let you determine when we do that. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh fuck it! I got the Show to Jump app. I might as well read the manga.
Oh shit.
What?
No, I just didn't think you'd take that on. Plus, you should probably like stay blind for the podcast.
Also,
well, no, I'm only going to read as much as we've.
I see what you mean. Yes.
I'm not going to do like a whole big live like.
Yeah.
like official
Not
thing.
gonna binge.
Reading alongside what we do, I get you. Here comes Moji and Richie. Luffy, you're gonna have to dig through that dog's poop for the key. I forgot how fucking big Richie is.
Yeah.
I mean, for now,
Yeah.
considering how things turn out.
I mean, yeah.
Also, Richie is supposedly a reference to Lionel Richie.
Lionel
Ooh.
Richie.
Oh.
Fun fact:
Oh.
Lionel Richie went to high school in my hometown. I don't know,
Also-
just fun fact about me.
Also, there's no animal in this world that Beast Tamer Moji can't tame. One of that. that cutaway of him with Shushu biting his hand.
Go, Shushu, go!
He rolled a nat 1.
And Luffy's free, and Luffy's free, and Luffy's launched into a house.
Yeah.
Oh no, Richie's hungry. And oh right, Nami hasn't seen Luffy's power, I forgot. Oh god, this scene. We see a montage of Shushu and Hawker as Shushu does his damnedest to fight off Richie. And as if I need to say this, but this is one of the most heartbreaking scenes I've ever seen. If this doesn't affect you emotionally, I don't know what to tell you. And oh god, I forgot they burned the star!
Yeah, Moji burns the pet food store afterwards just to be a dick.
Just to be a fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
I was trying not to cry.
Yeah, most people are, because my god!
Of course, in the 4Kids dub, the blood on Shushu's body was removed. I kind of
That's
get that
fine.
one, even if I don't agree with it. But they also edited Moji's bite mark out and replaced it with just a band-aid.
You motherfuckers! Let Shushu fight him!
Give Shushu this, please.
Give Shushu one tiny victory, my god! Yeah, Shushu lives, but he lost everything. Luffy sees this, and without a second thought, goes to kick Moji's ass.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then Luffy suplexed a giant lion.
Gum Hammer, my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luffy, being the karmic hammer of justice, punches
Literally.
punches Moji into the fucking dirt.
Yeah, one of Luffy's rawest earlier moments this early in the story where he goes, "Don't apologize to me, the dog's the one you fucked with." And then, boom! One of the most satisfying freeze frames in this series.
Yep.
And this is basically me anytime I see someone being shitty to animals.
Yep. Luffy goes up to Shushu and brings back what he fought for Richie for. A single box of dog food. That's all that's left.
And the fucking music box cover of We Are that plays.
Ah! He killed me.
Nami, like, before that, she was, like, really angry at him for just fighting, and then it's like, she sees the kindness Luffy has.
Yeah, this really opens her up to the fact that, yeah, Luffy may be a pirate, but he's a good guy.
And also, Nami, I know your backstory and I know you're upset, but you couldn't kill Luffy if you tried. Unless you did something like throw him in the ocean.
Yeah, Shushu and Luffy part, and fuck, my heart hurts. And Nami sees that there's good possible in pirates after all. He's eating the gum. That's bad for your stomach.
No, I did not hear gum the second time watching this.
Oh, and you're calling us horny.
He's eating the gum.
Look, there have been dojins that have done that.
Yeah. The cum fruit.
I would not be surprised if Oda has that in the back burner.
White snake.
Oh god!
No.
What, Poochie's involved now?
No.
I love Luffy.
Oh god, yes.
Boodle realizing he hasn't really done anything to fight. That changes now. Boodle and crew built this town from nothing, and he'll be damned if, oh hey, a buggy ball.
From now on, I refuse to let this town come to harm. Yeah, about that.
Are you sure about that?
The fucking. I think either Buggy or Boodle said something about destroying them all, so of course I went to
Destroy us all! Destroy us all!
Which, funny enough, is from a Billy and Mandy episode about clowns.
There you go! Oh shit, Zoro was asleep in there! Oh, it just woke him up.
He casually sleeps through being blown the fuck up by a cannonball.
I mean, mood. I've slept through an earthquake before.
I live in Southern California. Of course, that's just
Okay, but I live in Illinois.
I was just saying that's a thing we do here on the reg.
Yeah, I live in Illinois. It doesn't happen as often.
Fair.
I live in Hollywood.
You do?
No.
Why the fuck
I'm just quoting James Wynn.
I was like, why the fuck did you take the train here?
No.
Anyway, please cut away from Boodle's feet. Boodle is what politicians should be. Revolutionaries.
Yeah.
And so the crew are off. Time to kick some ass. And I think Nami's got a lot of thinking to do. But for the time, though, they're teaming up.
Before that, though, when they were both laughing when they were both laughing in response to Boodle going off to fight, she was like, "Luffy, this man is going to die." I know, isn't it cool?
Here comes Luffy to save... Oh, wait. Boodle put up a valiant effort, but Buggy's just too powerful. But here comes Luffy to go save the day and the mayor. I fucking love this episode.
He really wants to play Glover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this episode was so good. Again,
God, yeah.
Oda makes you cry over a goddamn dog, and it's so satisfying when Luffy punches Moji out. And I'm not saying that because he's Chuck Huber, who could also use a good punch, allegedly.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized how earlier my use of the word special could be taken, and I mean that in an affectionate way.
Yeah. Special affectionate, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what else is there to say about this episode? It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough showing Casey this one.
Yeah. So I think we're good to move on to episode 7 now.
Yeah. Episode 7, Epic Showdown, Swordsman Zoro versus Acrobat Kabaji.
4Kids title, The Desperate Duel.
That's not a terrible one.
It's just boring.
Yeah. I do believe Buggy is owed one ass kicking.
I'm here to kick ass and chew gum gum, and I ran out of gum gum years ago.
How did they not use that? Luffy versus the hamburger helper.
The true story of Master Hand and Crazy Hand revealed.
There you go. I'm Captain Buggy and I won't stand for it!
He sits down.
Kabachi, you take care of it.
Luffy doing the smart thing and putting Boodle out of commission before he gets himself hurt. Why'd you knock out the mayor? Because...
Nami, what are you doing? Giving an old man a concussion. What's it look like?
I'm sure he's fine. Big nose! This is as loud as possible.
Keep pushing that button.
That big old red button.
Oh, he's going straight for the buggy ball. He is mad.
And we get our first instance of Gum Gum Balloon, which will lead to a weird moment later.
With that, I'm shocked.
Luffy should be very thankful he's too fictional and too asexual to know what DeviantArt is.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what do you mean? The internet doesn't exist in this world.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Gum Gum Balloon and Luffy blocks the fucking buggy ball. Holy shit.
Blocked and returned.
Yep. What the hell kind of monster are you?
Okay, so for some reason in the 4Kids dub, they edited out the trails of smoke coming from Buggy's men that he used as a shield. But the trails coming off Richie, who Kabaji used as a shield, those were left unchanged.
Oh, so it's okay to fire cannonballs at lions?
I literally said, so lesson learned, 4Kids. It's okay to blow up animals, just not people. I'm learning so much today.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you try to flashily do me in? Nami demands an explanation, specifically about the, quote, balloony inflatey thing you did just now.
No comment.
Yeah.
No.
Why did it have to be Moji breaking the news?
Buggy with the, I'm too angry to even fart.
Yeah, I wrote that down too. You should see a doctor, Buggy.
You.
Oh, speaking of farts, where is it?
Why?
In Oda's SBS, he mentions a non-canon paramecia fruit called the poo-poo no mi. Poo is the Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound of a fart.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So there's a non-canon devil fruit that makes you fart?
Yeah.
I think that's called beans.
The English name's called the toot-toot fruit.
Of course it is!
Forget being non-canon. This should be canon.
Man, Smoker is real different than we thought he was.
Oh, God.
No, this is just Gasser from Bobobo.
Oh, God, it is!
Look, I'm willing to admit that I'm not too mature for fart jokes.
Fucking... Let's talk about... My God, the emo fringe.
Yeah.
This is Kabaji the acrobat. For some reason, they call him Kabaji.
Yeah.
Which just makes me think of cabbage. Played by Greg Ayers, who we of course know as Monokuma in the Danganronpa anime, Toga in Gravion, Seikichi in Oeda Rocket, and Sho Utami in Gridman, but he was also Kaoru in the new Eva dub, Shinji in Full Metal Panic, Kenta Nakamura in Initial D, Bito in FMA, Kyohei Tachibana in First Angel, Heihachi Hayashida in Samurai 7, Negi Springfield in Negima, Hideki in Naruma Daikon Brothers, Koyuki in Beck, Will in Salty Ray, Kazuya Tanaka in School Rumble, Kaoru in Oran, Goldo in Dragon Ball Z, Ayato Naoi in Angel Beats, Miyori in Medaka Box, Nagisa in Free, Anima in My Hero, Yu Nishinoya in Haikyuu, Kamui in Gintama, and a ton more. In Japanese, he's played by Moriya Endo, who is Liu Bei in Dynasty Warriors.
That's it.
Yep. I used
Well,
you. Good.
In the 4Kids dub, Kabaji was voiced by Jay Ward Regan, who literally only voiced him. That was easy.
Yep. I used your cat as a shield to keep my clothes from getting dirty. This extra bitch.
Speaking of clothes, that's probably a good segue into...
Yo! What bar is Kabaji? Kabaji is wearing white pants, a dark blue trench vest, and his stupid fucking half-fringe hair, all with a checkered blue and white scarf.
I'm sticking by what I said last night. He's good in plenty.
I'll admit, I was not prepared for this one.
Fair enough. Isaac?
I mean, I can't really think of a candy
Fair enough.
or anything.
Phil says Greece.
Yeah.
Like the Greek flag.
Wait a minute, I think I do know something. I just need to double check that I'm thinking of the right color scheme.
Lord Nathaniel says a
This
Cadbury
particular
Dream. Aurora says Almond Joy. And with Tifa's help, I'm going to say Trader Joe's Wild Berry Cheesecake Ice Cream.
Shit,
I'm pretty sure at
dang
one
it.
point. I'm pretty sure at
Good.
one point there was also a dual pack of nerd flavors that were also purple and white. So I could go with those too.
I'm gonna go with a Midnight Milky Way.
Fair enough.
Only a few of the colors are the same, but still.
In that case, let's move on. Motherfucker has flame breath. And Zoro says, acrobat my ass, can do!
Fire breathers are a circus classic.
Yeah. Also, when Kabaji says, "You'll pay for your insolence," it gave me Xenoblade PTSD. If you don't remember, there's a boss who spams that quote constantly when you're fighting her, and it gets really annoying.
Yep. Little squeaky noises from the unicycle.
Yeah. So, of course, when Kabaji was constantly attacking Zoro's wound, it was censored, which I've come to expect by now, although it kind of loses the impact when you remove the wound to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, just right through the same spot.
Yeah.
Zoro's so fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's such a disgraceful sight to see a grown man moaning. Well, damn, on top of being an asshole, Kabaji's also homophobic. Also, dude, you're on a unicycle. You're not the more dignified one here.
Yeah.
Also, disgraceful sight to see a grown man moaning? Oh, that depends on the context.
Yep. Nami's off to steal the treasure. Smart move. Oh no, tops! Specifically, the dance of 100 kamikaze tops.
Okay, so this is the start of a running theme that I've noticed in One Piece. Basically, Zoro is so OP that in order to give his opponents a fighting chance, in pretty much every arc, Zoro gets wounded at the start of it, or just before, and he's still weakened by it. Yeah, in every arc, Zoro basically has to get nerfed. And funnily enough, one of my favorite arcs is one where that doesn't happen. But in this moment, Zoro actually leans into it and is like, fine, if you can't beat me without a handicap, I'll handicap myself and still beat you.
Like, so Zoro's basically the war for the team.
Kinda.
Or Saitama, but instead of getting taken out by injury, he's taken out by bus schedules.
Lateness. Yeah.
I mean, like, Kabaji... letting Kabaji just cut him.
Yeah.
As in the manga, he just cuts his own wound to prove his strength as a swordsman.
Jesus!
And then, oh sweet, it's the Beyblade technique. Let it rip!
Sting of the Unicycle would make an amazing 70s horror movie. Up there with Kiss of the Tarantula. Susan! Nice save, Luffy. Luffy versus Buggy, here we go.
No, not yet.
There.
Gotta save the line, Zoro. Or actually, Kabaji, after getting basically knocked out by an onigiri.
Well, not quite there yet. Nami got the treasure, but she didn't check that the guard was asleep. He is just drunk as shit.
So, obviously, the pirate leering at Nami's chest was cut out of the 4Kids dub.
Cowards.
And that actually brings up something I wanted to address. So, not to put too fine a point on it, but despite being a great storyteller, Oda's a bit of a perv. He likes drawing big booba, and if you think they're big now, just wait until the time skip.
Mm-hmm.
So how did 4Kids cut around this? Well, every time there's a line of cleavage, they just erase it. So every female character in the 4Kids dub just has this inexplicable lump in their chest. I'm just imagining Doodle Bob erasing SpongeBob's butt crack.
Which raises some interesting questions about how the fuck breastfeeding works in this universe, if that's the case.
Yep.
Also, Nami channeling her inner Rouge the Bat in multiple ways.
And then, oh snap, it's the first use of Zoro's onigiri. Hey, it's almost like I mentioned that last time.
Yep.
Also, obviously, the cuts on Kabaji's body were removed in the 4Kids version. I guess they're energy blades or something.
You believe I lost to some filthy thieves.
He's good enough to just wing him.
You know,
Yeah.
for kids, I think depicting swords as not being that harmful might actually encourage kids to try fighting with swords, and then they realize, oh no, wait, we actually do get hurt when you play with these things.
Well, here's the thing. If says 4Kids, if parents just controlled their kids and never and sheltered them to eternity, we won't have a problem. It'll be in the Lord's hands now. Basically, I'm accusing 4Kids of encouraging parents to shelter their kids from everything.
I will say again, part of that is from broadcast standards.
Oh yeah,
I know, it's just...
Part of it was 4Kids. So,
Yeah, I know, it's just, at a certain point, it gets ridiculous.
look, every time I see someone say that 4Kids wasn't so bad, which apparently is an argument people are making now, despite
wrong,
despite
but
them being
still.
racist as shit, along with everything else they're doing,
Yeah!
I'm gonna make 4Kids harder.
yeah, like they're a lot of their voice actors weren't that bad. They just had terrible direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
There are
problem,
legitimate reasons to criticize 4Kids.
yeah,
Oh,
again,
yeah.
being racist as shit.
Exactly.
God, I love the onigiri.
We're not just petty thieves. We're pirates.
I sleep now, bud.
Zoro, you earned that nap, and Nami, you may be a bit over-encumbered.
Yeah.
I love Buggy laughing at his own jokes.
Buggy, if you're the Pirate King, then I'm God.
I wrote that too.
God, Buggy. Wait, that's a spoiler.
What's God to a non-believer?
Okay.
Turns out Buggy and Shanks have a past, but Buggy, you lost him. Apparently, Buggy will tell Luffy about Shanks if he can win. Let's do this.
Out of curiosity, Luffy's got rubber powers. Has he ever had to fight an enemy with glue powers?
Not until later.
Okay, it does happen.
I was joking!
Of course. You should know better, Becky. You should know Randomay's law. You joke about something and it will happen.
God, they're there's literally there's a devil fruit power for everything. It's like stands.
Right?
Becky, there's been over 1,000 episodes. They're going to cover all of them eventually. Okay. One thing that I will give the 4Kids dub. In the original, Buggy's technique that he uses against Luffy here is called Chop Chop Rice Cracker. But in the 4Kids dub, that was renamed to Chop Chop Buzzsaw.
That's sick as hell.
I'm sorry, but that's a much better name.
That's sick as hell, yeah. Also,
even if they probably only named it that because it doesn't translate that well.
Speaking of sick, the Gum Gum Sickle, it's a fucking awesome lariat.
Buggy's head floating past his body, looking like a DVD loading menu.
For the non-wrestling people, a lariat is basically a clothesline with extra oomph on it designed to take the opponent down instead of just stop them.
Come on, I'm just waiting for Buggy's head to bounce around the screen until it finally hits the corner.
Yeah.
I'm kind of split on 4Kids renaming Chop Chop Cannon to Chop Chop Harpoon. Guys, if you're trying to keep the weapon imagery censored, you failed because those are both weapons.
Maybe they just wanted to keep it separate from the fucking actual cannons.
I don't know.
We should probably not try and find logic in 4Kids bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
pretty
we still try.
I mean, from what I do know, there's gonna be some shit I really don't understand the logic of later. So.
Oh dear.
Oh, just wait until Arlong Park.
Oh Jesus! Why did it have to be Arlong Park? But yeah, you dumbass! Pretend you're still knocked out. That was funny.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He damaged the hat, and Luffy is mad.
Yeah, I'm fucked up now!
And of course, the cut on Luffy's face was removed.
Yeah.
Honestly, the impact of the scene is still there because they kept Luffy's hat getting cut, and that's more important to him. Yeah. Also, hey, remember when I said we'd see Luffy's hat getting damaged? Next episode, baby!
Yeah, Buggy does the unthinkable. He stabs the shit out of Shanks' hat.
And the next episode, he stomps on it.
Yep. Turns out Shanks and Buggy were junior pirates on the same crew. Oh, Buggy, don't step on the hat. Spear, by God!
Did we move on to the next episode?
No, it's in this episode.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not the flashback, just mentioning.
No, yeah, just mentioning it. Yeah, no,
Okay.
But the stomping on that is in this episode.
Okay.
What the fuck did Shanks do? That's my last note for this episode.
This episode was pretty great. Had some badass moment with Zoro and some funny moments from Buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Becky?
I don't have much to say. It's just great progression of the arc and some fucking awesome fight scenes.
Fair enough. Let's move on to episode 8. Who is the victor? Devil Fruit Power Showdown.
4Kids title. Who gets the last laugh?
Okay, that one's fine. I'm honestly expecting really bad shit from 4Kids, so the titles are just not hitting me. That's a me problem.
Fair enough.
Actually, wait, nope. Now it's hitting me. Wow, that's a terrible title.
Yes, thank you.
Oh Jesus! Oh wow, that took me a minute to realize. Okay, that's not in fact a good one. That's just terrible. So apparently
You don't have to hand it to him.
no. By no means do you gotta give it to him.
We're not X.
So apparently Shanks stole a shit ton from Buggy. You're pirates. It comes with the territory. Oh my God! Look at baby Shanks and Buggy.
Yeah.
Well, if you think they're babies, then just wait until the time skip when they revisit the flashbacks.
Oh, fun. Wait.
So,
good.
What were you saying?
I was saying Ben Beckman was their superior before. I didn't realize he was
That's
that
not
old.
Ben.
It's not. Oh.
This is
Different.
someone you'll meet a bit later on in the pre-time skip era.
Gotcha.
But we're not going to say who it is.
Okay.
So
Just remember, this guy is important.
Yeah. So in Buggy's flashback, 4Kids changed Shanks and Buggy's argument over which pole was colder to which pole makes the best ice cubes.
That's fucking stupid.
That's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, also the bit where the guy hits them both was cut away from.
Oh, Oda went on to explain that the Arctic was just a mass of ice, and the Antarctic was a continent which was made of land. Since land is colder than the sea, and the Arctic is frozen sea, whereas the Antarctic is frozen land, Buggy was wrong.
I feel like Buggy was wrong. It's just the running theme of Buggy.
Yeah, that's this entire flashback.
Yeah. So Buggy stole. It's weird to see Buggy without the makeup, by the way. So Buggy stole a treasure map, and he and Shanks actually used to be friends. That's nice.
Or that. And also, that bit where they're boarding the other pirate ship, you can see Buggy holding 2 knives. But in the
Wait, hang on. Buggy holding 2 knives? I gotta tell you, this is pretty great.
Also, just in case you're wondering, when I checked last night, Shanks and Buggy had 482 picks on AO3. In case anyone was curious.
I forgot we did that.
But in the 4Kids dub, that bit where you see Buggy stabbing the other pirate to take his treasure map, they edited so instead he's holding a single knife, and the hand he used to hit the guy is bare. So it looks like he punched him instead.
But you had a knife!
The worst part is how bad the edit is, because on Buggy's arm, if you pause, you can see part of the knife still left in, so they had to redraw both arms.
Yeah, I admit, I watched one of those comparison videos for just this arc after...
For our notes?
After we had taken our notes already, and it is so badly photoshopped. Like, they erase over the lines of... there's a point where there's no outlines on Buggy's arm because it's been erased. Because just from the erased, from where the knife was erased. Just
in fairness, this was 2004, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I insist that 2004 era Photoshop could have at least done a halfway decent job of that.
This is also a major TV studio.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake! Fuck's sake! The editing and the covering up shit in Deke Sailor Moon was done better.
Also, when...
Go ahead.
Look, this is 4Kids. They came... In GX alone, they keep putting in the wrong card.
Oh yeah, they do. They do a lot worse than that. They watch Mill Mike. You'll hear them rant for me about how bad they fucked up GX, which is one of the best.
I need to know how much they were paying their editors.
They were paying?
You guys are getting paid.
Yeah, exactly. Like.
Also, when Buggy finds the treasure map, we get one of the few cases where 4Kids added text. Well, sort of. They add travel lines to the treasure map, where in the original it's just an X where the treasure is.
Why would you add that?
I don't know. No, they add like Family Circus style dotted lines. Where
Why would you add that? There's no reason.
Is this a map of where little Jeffy getting home?
Well, little Jeffy's at the bottom of the ocean now.
Yay! Yay! Our national nightmare is over.
The family circus is dead. I'm on the highway to hell. Oh God, you can tell we were losing it. Oh man. Okay. This is a ship, isn't it? To which Dalton said, "Yeah, they're on a boat."
Like I said, 482 fix on AO3.
You'd have to be stupid to eat that thing.
just a flashing arrow next to him that says "stupid."
You're stupid. Or it's like Tom and Jerry and just a screw in a baseball.
Yeah.
Buggy's like, I'd never eat that thing. Oh, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Buggy. Okay, that's another edit contender. That's real good.
Oh no! Curb Your Enthusiasm, please.
It could be both.
When Shanks talks to Buggy that night, he's drinking from a bottle of rum. That, of course, got edited out in the 4Kids version instead of just changing the color like they did before.
Yeah, that one I get, underage drinking and shit.
And that's weird. They're 14 at this point, I think.
Still too young in America.
Either 13 or 14.
Yep.
Just make it a bottle of root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that seems like the easy solution.
Or I can't say something that we're gonna see later. It's really funny.
Fair enough. We'll get there. So Buggy's plan was to eat the devil fruit, or at least a fake one, and then Shanks startled him into eating the real one. Whoopsie!
Yeah.
Oh, and there goes the treasure map. Say goodbye to Exodia!
The first of 2 times in his life that Shanks would save a devil fruit user from drowning.
Yeah, this one didn't cost him an arm.
As I implied earlier, Buggy swallowed when he should have spit.
Yeah.
Wow, so they just
Also,
straight up can't move in water, huh?
Yeah. Also, the first place he thought to hide the damn fruit was in his goddamn mouth. He deserved what he got.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Becky, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
Can you gain the devil fruit powers by inserting it rectally?
I mean,
It might be possible, considering certain fruits we see later.
there are other ways of gaining someone's devil fruit powers, as we'll learn later.
So, devil fruit suppository, got it.
But the worst thing about devil fruits is that most people don't know what they do. So not only are you shoving things up your ass, you're shoving things up your ass with no idea of what the consequences will be.
I'm just gonna message you something, Eli.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of drunk college students who've done the same thing, so...
Roseanne. I'm gonna say what you said.
Yeah, it'll make no sense to Becky, but that's fine.
Is this how Bon Clay got his power?
Okay, I know enough about Bon Clay to get that.
We can make these jokes. None of us on here are straight.
Like I said, I may not have actually gotten past Syrup Village, but I at least know bits and pieces. I
Yeah.
have approximate knowledge of many things.
You've heard Bon Clay's voice actor as Henry Henderson from Spy Family.
Oh god.
Elegance! Oh man. So you're telling me that Shanks saved your life? See, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. Obviously, the joke here is that Buggy is wrong, but it's still really funny.
Yeah. What a shock. A villain is a petty dickhead. Oh shit, he found Nami. And wait a minute. Yes! Luffy just won the Springfield Film Festival!
Yeah.
This fucking killed me.
Shout out to the sound effect they used for it.
Yeah, for those who don't know what we're talking about, as Buggy is diving towards Nami with his top half, the bottom half is left completely exposed. So Luffy reels back and kicks Buggy square in the nuts. And Buggy freezes in place, and the face he makes is amazing. Isaac, please put that on screen. It is killing me every time.
You know,
I
Buggy.
will.
You know, Buggy. There's an easy solution for this in the future. Just detach your balls. Put them somewhere else.
The scene where Luffy kicks Buggy in the balls is objectively hilarious, and it made me laugh out loud when I first saw it, which was in the sub. Because guess what? 4 kids cut it out.
Yeah, I get why, but at the same time, as Becky pointed out...
They edited it so Luffy kicks him in the shin instead.
Becky, as you pointed out...
Kids think nut shots are funny.
Yes!
Yeah.
There's no bigger target audience for a joke about someone getting hit in the dick than children.
Also,
Except maybe fans of Jackass, so me.
Also, Quellman's got nards.
Well, had them.
Like, why do you think America's Funniest Home Videos lasted so long?
I got it. Hold on, need to check this still there. 1, 2, and 3. We're good. Oh man, it's so funny. Like, I don't know what else you could say. It's just Luffy kicking Buggy in the nuts is hysterical.
Hey, Buggy Balls!
More shonen action scenes should have nut shots.
Also,
I can't remember what fucking riff this is. I think it's Ghost House. My crunch berries, they're soggy, and yes, I do mean my testicles.
Also, in one of the problem is nowadays Toei is so litigious about copyright so I can't really find it. But back in the day when AMV Hell parodies were really big, I saw a One Piece version which I think was either part of the Project Piece series, which I really liked, or One Piece of Hell, which was like a one-shot from somebody. And they basically played a supercut of Buggy saying Buggy Balls every time, and then it cuts to Zoro lip syncing to audio of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged with Yami going, "You're some kind of gay clown or something."
I have an amazing idea. Buggy getting hit in the nuts, but we're playing his Thugnificent stomp him in the nuts. Meanwhile, back with the townspeople. The detail Oda puts on every background character is so good.
Yeah.
Hey, Nami's on the eye catch this time. Tell him off, Nami. I remember what the edit was, Becky. This you might have fun making this one. It's Luffy in that one panel from Pop Team Epic of Popco being like, "Yeah, I understand." Doesn't have a fucking clue.
Also, Chop Chop Festival is so disgusting.
Oh god! Oh, it's like the Yellow Devil from Mega Man, but with a person.
Yeah, how the... Okay, I know the live-action Netflix One Piece is gonna have Buggy in it. How the fuck are they gonna do this?
It's gonna look so amazing. I can't wait.
They just turned Buggy into a bunch of discs of meat.
Oh!
Though
It sounds like something in the Hormel hide cellar.
Though Rosen will probably think Luffy messing with Buggy's feet is even grosser.
Yes, it is. Put the foot away.
Again, so glad Luffy doesn't know about DeviantArt or Rule 34.
There are no rules to being a pirate.
Van did ask if he actually bled when doing the move, and he's like, that would be too scary.
Yeah.
All blood gushing out everywhere.
Yeah.
What did your parents teach you? Wrong choice of words, clown.
Yeah.
Treasure uppercut and Luffy stomping the shit out of Buggy.
Yeah.
Consider that finishing move a little gift for the old mayor guy.
Oh,
Then we gotta talk about it. Good.
Speaking of the feet,
Oh god, why?
there isn't. You ever notice that it's been on the ground the whole time and never in the air like his other body parts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is explained later that his feet are basically like the center point of like where his body parts can fly.
Yeah, it's the center of gravity. Makes sense.
Okay.
He's got like a radius, a 200 bara diameter sphere.
What the fuck is a Barabara?
Bara is the Japanese name for his fruit.
For a screw?
For his fruit.
Oh, it's fruit. Okay.
Because the Japanese names are like
Yeah.
I
just thought you meant. I thought it was like a made-up unit of distance or something.
No. Well, in this case, it was.
Okay,
but also, Rosen, a screw involving two baras is something very different.
This isn't the JoJo podcast.
But more or less, wherever his feet are, his body parts can fly around it.
Okay. I'm just wondering how Barabars translate to meters or feet. I shouldn't have said feet.
It's just the thing.
Okay, fair enough.
There are other devil fruits with similar things
Yeah.
like that.
Fair enough. Buggy as a floating head and cape looks so creepy.
Yeah.
And then we get the second funniest thing in this episode. Fucking mini Buggy.
Yeah.
He looks like a Mr. Potato Head.
He does. God. Oh shit, Nami tied up his other parts. Gum Gum Bazooka and Buggy goes flying, complete with Team Rocket Sparkle.
Also, last 4Kids change for this week. Luffy's Gum Gum Bazooka attack was changed to Gum Gum Double Barrel.
I kind of like that better.
I know you're trying to avoid the actual weapons references, but Double Barrel
It's a
is still
shotgun.
weapon reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is awesome though. I'll give him that. Like Double Barrel's a really cool name for a move.
Morgan's bullshit is very inconsistent.
No.
Honestly, I think that's just inconsistent bullshit is just the norm for kids anime dubbing companies at the time. I don't know why. Clearly they weren't getting paid enough.
Yep. Oh, right, the hat. Thankfully, Luffy can still put it on. Nami's my kind of girl. She's hot, doesn't take shit from anyone, and loves money.
Just doing the SpongeBob face. You like them, don't you, Nami?
Looks like Nami's hanging around for a while. Excellent. And gotta love Zoro getting woken up by Luffy smacking him in the face.
Yeah.
I feel lightheaded. It's the blood loss, Zoro.
Yeah. Seriously, get some sleep and maybe some food, too. You know, I would find the gag of Nami berating the rest of the crew tiresome, if only because it's a gag that so many female shonen characters share, especially Sakura. But in this case, I'd call it a bit justified.
Oh,
Not so much later on.
Yeah. But like here, she doesn't trust them.
Yeah.
I will say, I just realized I almost forgot to read this note. Hey, Nami, why'd you deal with pirates if you hate pirates so much? I like money.
Money!
Money!
Gotta love... Yeah. Oh shit, they're gonna get blamed for this. We're pirates! Oh my god, Luffy.
There's such a thing as being too honest.
Luffy likes doing these secret test of character moments. Like, seeing how mad the town got because he beat up the mayor was his way of reading, oh, this town's a pretty close-knit one.
Yep. Zoro, don't laugh. You're gonna open up your wound.
Yeah.
Luffy with the Joestar secret technique, and it looks like it works. Hooray for Shushu!
Yeah, Shushu helps them. That's really cute.
Yeah.
They really need a better ship, one with a different flag. The mayor's talking sense, thank God. He's honestly more upset that he didn't get to thank them, which I love.
Yeah.
Where did Boodle even get that armor anyway? It looks ancient, like he stole it from some museum.
I made
way
it!
Older than 40 years ago.
I figured it was just something his family had collecting dust in the attic for years or something.
They never had to use it until now.
It's my grandfather's World War II armor. Oh, you got it killing Nazis? No.
Oh god! Oh god, it's Carl's sword! Damn you, young ones. Not a Rick Mayall fan?
Yeah.
Oh shit, Luffy. Good.
Also, I was ready to die, filled with despair. We all slowly turned to Rosen.
Oh, like you three aren't there with me. Oh shit, Luffy forgot to bring half the treasure. Oh right, the town needs to be repaired.
Yeah.
God, I love this show.
And the episode ends with the reveal of our next crew member, Pinocchio.
Now we're approaching the arc that I left off partway through.
Excellent.
So in the manga, there was one other thing that happens before the arc, but then of course they moved it to after.
Okay.
I think you know what I'm talking about. It's the one episode adventure.
Oh, okay.
Is it the guy in the treasure chest?
Yes.
Okay, I know that's later.
In the manga, it would have been right after this arc and before Syrup Village.
Which is
Anime,
weird.
It's after.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get there, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't... yeah. What do we think of this episode?
It finished a pretty good arc.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, great way to pull Nami on board. Buggy's a fantastic villain, and I like the backstory with him and Shanks, which I'm assuming we're going to get more of in the future. I don't know, but
We'll get more Shanks.
okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this episode was great. I'll admit that it lacks the emotional impact of episode 6, but the humor of this episode is still the funniest of the batch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to move into our Luffy moment of the week? Like I said, we'll try to pick different ones, but, you know, no guarantees. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Go ahead.
Him giving Shushu his dog food and pretty much showing Nami he cares.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'd say him punching Moji for destroying the pet food store.
same here. Though shout out to Luffy hitting Buggy in the Buggy Ball.
Yeah, mine is Luffy winning the Springfield Film Festival, which is going to be our rage race. Let's go to most valuable pirate. Who was the best character of this set of episodes?
Choo-choo.
Shushu.
Shushu.
I have no hesitation. It's always Shushu.
He protected his treasure.
Yeah, it's fucking Shushu. What are you talking about? Favorite and least favorite moment in line?
Best was Zoro handicapping himself against Kabaji. Worst was Nami starting a running gag that I'm not a huge fan of.
Oh dear. Favorite was Nami discovering that pirates aren't all terrible.
Least favorite was that one really racist looking pirate.
Favorite moment for me is actually Shushu showing his gratitude by letting Luffy and Co get away while he blocks off the crowd.
Pretty good.
That's good.
Least favorite, yeah, I'll have to go with the minstrel guy as well.
Yeah.
I thought we did worst pirate as pirate too, which I have one.
I don't. Good.
It's Buggy. I'm sorry, but you brought that on yourself. Don't blame Shanks that you decided to hide the fruit in your mouth.
Yeah, we don't do worst pirate, but yeah.
Okay.
Isaac, did you go?
No, I haven't.
All right.
My favorite was the finish to the Kabaji fight with Zoro's We're Pirates.
Real good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Least favorite is the racist pirate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am look, as someone who has anime characters I like who happen to be darker skinned, I have become an unwitting I'm slowly becoming an unwitting expert on terrible anime depictions of black characters.
Oh dear.
Also, I want to make this absolutely clear. I don't think racism is worse than a bad running joke.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think you did. You went first, so.
I just didn't think that he was on screen long enough for me to care.
That's fair. Yeah, he was a very, very minor character.
I can excuse racism, but I draw the line of bad comedy.
But no, I get what you mean. Yeah, that is going to do it for this week. Next time is going to be episodes 9 through 12, the start of Syrup Village. We'll see you then.